we turn product confusion into confident picks. If we earn your trust today, return the favor with a subscribe so we can tackle the next lineup.
Stuck choosing between the Nikon 18-140mm zoom and the Canon 50mm f 1.2 prime lens? It's the age-old question. Jack of all trades versus master of one. A tough choice for any photographer. The Nikon 18-140mm looks like a fantastic walk-around lens. Imagine 18mm for wide landscapes, all the way to 140mm for zooming in on wildlife. One lens for almost any situation.
True, but the Canon 50mm f/1.2L is legendary. That massive f/1.2 aperture is a game changer for portraits. We're talking razor-thin depth of field and incredible low-light performance. Okay, but realistically, is the Nikon's 7.8x zoom range actually useful, or is it just adding weight and complexity? Is the image quality compromised by trying to do too much? It weighs 1.3 pounds, which isn't nothing.
Think about travel. With the Nikon, you're covered. A single lens instead of lugging around multiple primes. Plus, it has 4 stops of vibration reduction. That's huge for handheld shooting in tricky lighting. Let's dive into the tech. The Nikon's VR, or vibration reduction, promises sharper images, especially at those longer focal lengths. It combats camera shake.
Right, so it's like a built-in stabilizer? Does it really make a difference in real-world shooting, or is it more of a marketing gimmick? How does it compare to just using a faster shutter speed?
The Canon, on the other hand, boasts that incredible f1.2 aperture. It lets in so much light, creating that signature Canon background blur, bokeh, that portrait photographers crave. It's a very specific look.
But how often are you really shooting wide open at f/1.2? And is that super shallow depth of field always desirable? Sometimes you want more in focus. Plus, the Canon is significantly more expensive.
Exactly. The Nikon is all about versatility, adapting to different shooting scenarios. The Canon is about specializing in a particular style, excelling in low light and portraiture.
What about durability? The Canon L series lens is weather-sealed, meaning you can shoot in light rain or dusty conditions without worry. A big plus for outdoor photographers.
The Nikon doesn't explicitly mention weather sealing in its description, so if you're shooting in harsh conditions, that could be a significant factor. Is the risk worth the versatility? So if you need a reliable, all-around lens for everyday shooting, travel, and various subjects, the Nikon 18-140mm is a compelling choice, especially considering it's available renewed at a reasonable price.
But if you're a portrait photographer or someone who frequently shoots in low light and demands that creamy background blur, the Canon 50mm f/1.2L is the clear winner, despite the higher price tag and lack of zoom.
Ultimately, both are fantastic lenses, but for different purposes and photographers. Consider your primary shooting style, budget, and the conditions you typically shoot in. Choose the one that best fits your needs. Don't miss out on our next in-depth review to help you make smarter purchasing decisions. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always in the know.